Think and watch about this carefully. Before God elevates people in the Bible, he often allows them to go through loss first. Joseph lost his freedom before becoming a ruler. Job lost almost everything before restoration came. David spent years in struggle before becoming king. Why? Sometimes God removes people, plans, and things from your life, not to punish you, but to protect you from what would destroy your peace. What feels like a painful loss today, before this video ends, I want to give you a promise from God's word that can change the way you see your pain forever. What God removes, he can replace with something far better. So don't skip this video, because what you're going through right now might be the very thing God will use to transform your life. What if the pain you are feeling right now is actually proof that God is preparing something greater for your life? Maybe you lost someone you loved. Maybe a door suddenly closed. Maybe your plans failed even after giving your best. And now you're asking, God, why did you allow this? But listen carefully. Sometimes God removes what is temporary because he sees the future you cannot see. Part 1. God sees what you cannot see. There are moments in life when losing something feels unbearable. A relationship ends, a friendship changes, a dream collapses, an opportunity disappears. And the hardest part is this: we usually don't understand it immediately. But God sees the full picture. You only see today. God sees tomorrow. You see the pain. God sees the protection. Sometimes the people you are crying over are the same people God is saving you from. Sometimes the closed door you hate today would have led you to destruction tomorrow. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. God's silence does not mean abandonment. His delay does not mean denial. Sometimes he removes things because your future is too valuable to let the wrong things stay. Part 2. God often empties when he fills. Before God elevates people in the Bible, he often allows them to go through loss first. Joseph lost his freedom before becoming a ruler. Job lost almost everything before restoration came. David spent years in struggle before becoming king. Why? Because God sometimes empties your hands, so you can finally receive what he truly has for you. Many people are praying for blessings, while still holding on to things that are destroying them. Toxic relationships, sinful habits, wrong environments, fear, pride, bitterness. And God says, let it go, I have something greater. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Notice the verse says all things, not just the good moments, even the painful ones, even the heartbreaks, even the disappointments. God can turn your worst season into the beginning of your greatest testimony. Part 3. This message is for someone ready to give up. Maybe right now you feel empty. You smile in front of people, but deep inside you're tired. You've prayed, you waited, you cried in silence, and honestly, part of you wants to quit. But hear this clearly. God is not finished with your story. The enemy wants you to think your loss is the end, but God says this is only preparation. The reason the attack has been so heavy is because your future is valuable. Don't go back to what God removed. Don't chase what God separated. Trust him even when you don't understand him, because one day you will look back and realize God was protecting you the entire time. Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Not your timing, God's timing. And his timing is always perfect. So if God is asking you to let something go, trust him, because God never removes something good without a greater purpose. Your current pain is not permanent. Your story is not over, and your best days may still be ahead of you. If this message spoke to your heart, comment below. God's plan is greater. And if you know someone struggling right now, share this video with them. You may be the reason they don't give up tonight. Subscribe for more Christian motivation and Bible-based encouragement. And remember, sometimes God empties your hands so he can place something better in them. May actually be God preparing you for something greater tomorrow. Trust the process. God never takes without a purpose.